Hello, my name is Mike Einspar, and this is my innovative technology introduction video. Some facts about myself. I currently live in Overbrook, Kansas, near Pomona Lake. I am married with 3 daughters, ages 12, 9, and 4. I've coached football at both the high school and the college level. I currently hold a bachelor's degree from Nebraska Wesleyan University and a master's degree from New Mexico State University. I'm certified in K-12 special ed and K-12 physical education. My family and I enjoy outdoor activities like boating, hunting, fishing, scuba diving. We like to travel different parts of the United States. Really anything outdoors we're fair game for. I currently work at West Franklin High School in Pomona, Kansas. We're a small rural community, 40 minutes south of Lawrence. We combine 3 different communities between Appanoose, Pomona, and Williamsburg to form West Franklin. So we have a very wide spread out base of student athletes. Approximately 170 kids in grades 9 through 12. I'm a special education instructor at the school there, both in the middle school and the high school. I also am the head football coach and head women's basketball coach. Prior to coming to West Franklin, I was in a smaller community in north of Tampa called Brooksville, where we had roughly 12 to 1,300 students between the grades of 9 and 12. I was also the head football coach there. I also coach competitive weightlifting and the head track coach. My critical reflection on technology. There are definitely some upsides. The communication between faculty and staff and students makes it very simple and professional. Interactive between students and teachers is limited by your creativity as a teacher and your funding or access as a district. Instant access to activities, resources is limitless. The ability to create virtual classrooms that can be used by multiple teachers in multiple locations. It also will let you assist instructors in engaging students. One example would be Kahoot. A lot of times kids can use their own personal phones for that. Resources for different types of learners. As a special education teacher, I'm always looking for resources to help my learners who do not always learn in the traditional manner. I like to use Bookshare, Read Write Gold. Those are just a couple that we use. But along with the upside, I always feel like there's a downside to technology in schools. Is number one, you lose face-to-face time. If a teacher does not integrate the technology in with her curriculum, if she is just technology-based, sometimes it's difficult for her to learn each student and their learning styles and really help them with the curriculum. The monitoring of inappropriate use by anybody in the school district can be an issue. And then funding. Schools sometimes have a tough time finding money to stay up to date with the latest and greatest technology. My own experience. So prior to West Franklin, my experience is very, very limited. When it comes to the classroom technology in Florida, the schools I was at did not have the one-to-one Chromebook. Funding was just not there, so we really struggled. There were some teachers who wrote grants, who did some things to get computers in their own classrooms, but they were not shared by their teachers or departments, and they were not able to take them home, much like we are here. The teachers were kind of, I would say, forced to create their own websites using platforms like Weebly. Kids use their personal phones all the time for Kahoot, which was good. We got them engaged and integrated, but it just wasn't the best scenario. At West Franklin, we are a one-to-one district with Chromebooks. The high school can take home the Chromebooks. The middle school and elementary do not. Currently at West Franklin, there's a lot of regular education teachers in the building who use Google Classroom, and it's really been a big help for me because prior to West Franklin, most of my technology experience was on the athletic platform using things like Huddle, Facebook, Rack Performance, things to promote student athletes both on the field, also helping them to utilize, working on their ACT, SAT test scores and getting them promoted to college recruiters. Once I got to West Franklin and all the teachers do use Google Classroom, it has taken me a little bit of time to get familiar with it, but it does help me as I'm in multiple classrooms keep up to date with what my kids are doing and what's coming up on their agenda. My plan of action is to collaborate with colleagues, like using Google Classroom. I know there's a lot of great teachers in our district along with the state who really like to share some of the great things that they're doing out there, and I would like to be a part of that and learn from them. I want to utilize this class to help make improvements. I'm sure there are a lot of kids, a lot of students in this class who would be willing to share some of the great things they're doing out there. And then I would be willing to, and I do participate in all school-sponsored professional development. So that's my plan of action, and that's my introduction video.